And so a much more sophisticated approach is to consider using your willpower um, to change yourself, where it takes effort to change. It takes effort to do things, especially new things, different things. But the focus really has to be that your end state, once you'll be finished with your efforts, will be self-sustaining and non-draining. And so this is really important because, and this is where there's just a huge difference between most slim people and most heavy-set people. In my opinion, for most slim people, it's actually really easy to be slim, and it's actually really unfortunate that so many are judgmental of heavyset people, because in fact those heavyset people have just been set on a track and have been given habits that are just extremely difficult to manage and to, under which it's very difficult to stay slim. So in any case, um, uh, imagine that you have 100 or 300 points of willpower to spend every day. So for sure, you need to push yourself. And so the simplistic, perhaps, or the standard concern of pushing yourself to reach your desire, to reach your goals, and of, because I think this is where how most people approach dieting. They figure, I need to push myself more. If I only pushed myself more, I would be successful. And so that's true in part. But again, if if you if if you don't see a return on your investment, and this is actually really a key thing, you're going to get depressed. We need to see results for our efforts. And so when you spend a lot of willpower, you need to see them. You need to have some kind of a benefit from it. And one of the big problems with spending effort on being slim is that we feel good from losing, when we lose weight. We feel good when we're becoming slim, and we feel good from being slim. But at a certain point, being slim is not enough. And if you were to consider how you might need, following a certain type of diet, you might need to really put yourself through hell every day, managing your desires and managing the fact that you're really hungry, but you're not going to let yourself eat. If that's what it takes to be slim, then after a while you're going to get tired of that. You're going to say to yourself, well, that's just not worth it. I'm tired of all that. I would just as soon be heavy set and not put myself through hell every day. It's just too taxing. I have too many other things I need to focus on, and I don't have the time and the energy to focus just on that. So thinking of how you need to reach, you need to change yourself, and you need to reach a self-sustaining, easy to manage state is really key to being successful with weight control, and key to being happy, uh, and when you're slim, because it's not really interesting to be slim if it really requires a hellish experience. So one way to bring yourself to a different state, to make things easier for yourself, is to consider how food habits are very quick to form and how tastes are all acquired. So the preference that you have for a certain type of food is really just an acquired taste, and it's something that you can change. You can acquire any taste really, within reason, obviously. So and interestingly enough, so although the rule of thumb is that it takes 6 weeks for most habits to form, luckily, food habits form much faster. So within a couple weeks, you're going to be hungry and have a taste for something completely different than before if you make this type of change. And so, for example, if you wanted to switch from drinking regular soft drinks to drinking diet, um, when you first make the switch, you're going to find that the diet version of the soft drink is terrible. It's not at all like what you're used to, and you're not going to like it. But within a couple weeks, and really, in my experience, it's within just a few days, your taste is going to adapt, and your mind is going, and you're going to start to prefer the diet version, and definitely within a week or two, if you switch back to the regular kind, assuming as long as you've done a full switch, and that you haven't been, say, taking a little bit of each. So assuming you've been taking only diet after deciding to make that change, if you try the regular kind after a week or two, you're going to find that it tastes really weird and not particularly good, not as good as the diet version. And so so this is something you can do just as easily for switching from sweet coffee and tea to black. And once you've done it, once you've made this change, it's amazing how the sweetened taste will be gross to you. I remember myself as a young teenager when I started drinking coffee. I first drank it sweet, but I quickly decided that I would drink it unsweetened, and it was amazing how quickly I preferred the unsweetened taste and how gross sweet coffee tasted to me there afterwards. And later on, when I became lactose intolerant and I had to remove milk from my diet, it was amazing how easy it was to switch from lattes to Americanos. And now I really prefer Americanos to black coffee. It tastes just fantastic. So so this is a good example of how to make things easy for yourself, how to make a change that's short term in the effort that it takes. You only have to try and really push yourself for a few weeks. And after that, you don't have to push yourself ever again. It's going to be your preference. Now, that being said, though, if you use this trick to say, replace regular soft drinks with diet, and water is just as easy to switch to, and it's better for you in general, that's for sure, is that you should remember to replace the calories. So if you used to drink 2 liters of regular Coke, and now you're drinking diet or whatever, you need to replace those calories. And if you don't, you're not going to find that switch was really as easy as you thought it would be.